Oh, we have audio this time. Alright, so anyway. The audio this time we have is for the Dickin' Around podcast, which you are now welcome to. I am one of your hosts, Bilbo. Whatever the fuck Josh is about to say, he's also one of the hosts. So don't let that shit go to him.
Supreme Overlord host, Josh.
That makes sense.
We'll get the caption fixed here in a little bit.
Right. You just all of a you change your shirt, you come back, and you just have like a shit ton of medals, like a North Korean general.
Yeah, no, it's did I show you what I did to my a guy that worked with me?
I don't think you did.
What
are you doing to guys that work with you? I'm a little concerned now.
He was kind of an asshole, but he was kind of weird anyways and easy to pick on. So, and granted, this is a little out of bounds, but at the same time, I got another subordinate of mine who was good at Photoshop to Photoshop his head onto a Stalin portrait.
Oh, that's right. I remember you showing me that.
We just called him Comrade. We'll call him Comrade Kevin because I'm not going to dox him like that. But
everybody's Kevin, baby.
Everybody's fucking Kevin. Listen.
Everybody's fucking Kevin.
Kung Fu fighting. Everybody's Kung Fu fighting.
Oh, God. Fucking Kevin, Kung Fu fighting. It's a lot on the docket today, especially for us. And as always, it's going to be a little bit of a fighting podcast. A little bit of a baseball podcast.
Today's going to be like a baseball fighting podcast. We're not even going to fucking deny it this time. It's going to be a fucking baseball fighting podcast.
Right.
And some baseball, some fighting, some baseball fighting, some regular fighting, just a whole lot of baseball and fighting.
Which
but we're not going to get technical with the baseball, so we're not going to bore you to death. We will say all hail Atlanta, who just beat the Mets 21-3, but then we'll leave it at that.
Right. That's all we really need to care about today because anybody else.
That's not the Falcons Giants, folks. That's the Braves Mets 21-3. So all the Mets can fucking suck it. And look, dude, I was watching the game today, and for a second, just for a second, I felt bad for the starting pitcher, and I was like, "No, I do not feel bad for you, you motherfuckers. Y'all are the ones that they were rolling around in their division title last year before they sealed it up,
right?
And then they played the Timmy Trumpet shit." And they fucking had him come out and play a live version when Edwin Diaz came out, and they fucking did all this shit. And then they lost the division. And then this year, fucking Pete Alonso, who's been in the league for 7 years, is chattering at a fucking 23-year-old pitcher to throw it again. Look, fuck those motherfuckers. Fuck them all. By far the highest payroll in baseball, and they can't string together 2 fucking wins in a row. Y'all can get fucked. Every single goddamn one of you. Y'all can get fucked.
So those extremely light feelings that Josh has been feeling, I also mimic those on my end as well. So as you can see, we don't feel that strongly about Braves baseball after that speech.
Fuck the Mets.
So yep, a lot to get to today. But why don't we kick things off as always, Josh, with our starting tequila?
Let's do it.
Ready? Mm-hmm. 3, 2, 1. Oh shit! Olay! And that oh shit came because Josh is double fisting right now. Tequilas. He's getting ready to party, baby.
It's a hot day. We getting ready to dick around, dicks and dickettes. As I do every 3, 4, sometimes 5 episodes, the shit starts stacking up on the bar, so we going fucking tequila hopping today. We going back with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. We doing Mein Kampf. I got a little fucking Patron on the side.
Did you say Mein Kampf? What'd you say?
Remember Mein Kampf tequila from last?
Oh. Right.
And I'm just going ape shit. So you guys join me. You guys, hopefully you're drinking tequila. If not, anything above 20% alcohol will do.
That's the way we roll.
I'm gonna actually mix the two because who's keeping count?
You know, if you want to drink some wine, actually, well, yeah. Never mind. I was gonna say I have, believe it or not, I have a white wine sangria mix that I could do, but I think I'm gonna save that for next week when you're here.
Yeah, I'll bring the tampons. You bring the sangria.
100%. I already told you. Know, it's funny because I bought these Truly Margarita. Did I tell you I bought these?
We're sorry to catch up, but
no, you're good.
Sponsored by the Tree. You haven't visited your local Dollar
Shit.
Tree. They also have the regular monsters for $1.25. I prefer the rock stars
Yeah.
because that I am one.
Apparently,
Um,
apparently Dollar Tree is the greatest store of all time.
the fucking tree, bro.
Which dude, I would love to get. Are you kidding me? I'd love to get sponsored. They'd be like, "Here, we sponsor you for $1." I'm like, fucking done. Let's do it, baby.
$7.25. They'll give us a gift card for like a free Rockstar energy drink.
Yeah, exactly.
Sponsored, go.
I'd be all for that.
All right, for the $1.25, we're gonna need you to wear a Dollar Tree shirt, a Dollar Tree
Yeah.
hat, and plug us every 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm like, done.
The kicker is we have to buy the hat and the shirt.
Hey,
That's fucking do it.
that's economic bartering right there, as the tree is known for. So I'm totally down for it.
Do it. What do you got to cheers with?
I'm gonna grab some of my tea, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, these Truly margaritas. I can't remember if I talked about them at some point. Fucking disgusting. So because I couldn't find it, I think I talked about it before, but they stopped selling the fucking Truly teas. Maybe I can go to like Total Wine and get it or something, but it's like no longer in Kroger. That's just upsetting to me as a human being.
That is kind of upsetting. I mean, I know how you like your Cayman Jacks and your Truly teas.
I don't see that's Cayman Jacks are a Chris thing.
Cayman Jacks. Well, I mean, we all enjoyed one at one point. But,
You know, like I never drank before like college or like before I was 21 even. So like
we have those photos. We can bring them up.
it's just the one of you and I'm in the banana costume. It's you and Ronnie.
The Outlaw provided them, if you don't remember.
Oh shit, that's right. No, let's keep those off the air for now.
Thanks, Outlaw.
Yeah, Outlaw.
You're the best.
Yep. Oh yeah. We should put that. That'll be our one update to our TikTok in the last like 4 months. It'll just be the clip of the Outlaw.
Well, hey, look, the Outlaw. She checked our. We haven't been active on TikTok in like a month or so.
Yeah.
And she checks us regularly. Like she's going through our catalog. So
I don't know. Maybe it's a sign we need to get back on TikTok full time.
The Outlaw. She checked our profile like 2 days ago.
Hey. Hell yeah, Outlaw. You know who you are. The Outlaw Kevin.
The Outlaw Kevin Wales.
Oh, that's as far as we'll get with that. So anyway, I got my tea though, my homemade tea. I've been making it. My face is getting skinnier and skinnier every fucking episode. Hell yeah, baby.
I thought your headphones were getting bigger. But,
it's a little bit of both.
So we're gonna start it out with cheers, as per usual. Cheers to all of our beautiful followers, all of our subscribers. The one ugly subscriber we ignore most of the time. To this beautiful 5-headed bastard with his giant headphones. It's gonna be a great fucking episode. Cheers, everybody. So, motherfuckers.
Cheers. What if my face gets skinny to the point where I have a 4-head again and I don't have a 5-head?
Well, then I'll just find something else.
You'll replace me.
Yeah, I'll find somebody else.
Like the North Korean general that you long to be.
Range Marshal Gator's been hitting me up. I don't know.
Oh man, speaking of, yeah, Range Marshal Gator, I'm excited for the bachelor party next week, bro. You're coming
Wait, is you said Cooter's coming too?
Cooter, Gator, Gooter, Fluter, Flounder, they're all showing up, baby. We're gonna have a fucking Tater. Not Mater, unfortunately.
Bring Mater.
I would say bring him, but we already have the fucking like count in for the range.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know where he's gonna stay.
In my bed.
You guys will just cozy up on the single air mattress that I have in the spare bedroom.
For the price range that we're getting our own hotel rooms, right?
For Saturday night, yes. That's part of the package. I gotta. Well, I guess my brother sent you his Venmo. I gotta give his Venmo to everybody else in the other chat for the normies.
I don't know how weird you fucking like young millennials are, but I mean, I think bunking up is a better idea. But
well, that's what we are doing. We're going to a room.
Okay, then that's what I would expect because, I mean.
Yeah, we're not going. Yeah, by our own hotel rooms. I mean, we're sharing.
Wait.
We don't have our own hotel rooms. Yeah, exactly. No, look.
Okay, so let me rephrase it. So, do I have my own bed?
Define ownership in the capitalist society. Um, yeah, you have your own bed.
We're sleeping in the fucking conference room. They just put a bunch of cots out.
First of all, I would totally do that. Second of all, unfortunately, no, it's not that badass, dude. We could sleep in the conference room. We could like LAN party Halo or something.
Dude,
That would be
we'd burn
legit.
that place to the fucking ground.
We would, and that's why they're not gonna let us do that.
Oh, by the way, that stuff that you asked me to procure,
Hmm.
I can't promise it, but I do
That's
have
fine.
somebody on the scent and they're reliable. So
Talking about onion rings, by the way.
yeah, the onion rings that they up the party a little bit.
So, and for lunch, the plan is so everybody's got $30 for lunch. My grandparents are providing some stipend fund or whatever, and we're going to Bad Daddy's. We couldn't lock down Pappadeaux because that would be like 70 a person. So,
Oh, Bad Daddies for real. I actually I'm interviewing with them this week.
badass, yeah. I like them a lot. They're kind of like a bar. They're like a burger joint that has a
Yeah, it's
bar.
burger joint, right?
Yeah, that has a
I
bar in the
haven't
middle of it.
looked too much into them. They headhunted me, so I'm gonna do a little research. But it seems like a cool little spot.
Yeah, it's a nice little spot. It's not like the greatest spot of all time, but it's not a bad spot for sure.
I
So.
mean, it's no B and D.
It's no. Well, look, I honestly okay. It's no B and D, but the service is probably a crapshoot like B and D, depending on what location you go to. Dude, B and D. So I thought about B and D the other day, and now I can't remember why, but I remember like the vibe of some place I was at. Like, oh man, this is like B and D, except they serve tacos or something. I forget where it was.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, I think they were a ripoff of a chain that I don't think exists anymore. But there was one in my hometown. It's called RJ Gators, and it
Oh
existed a
yeah,
long time before B and D. But it's the exact same thing, like the same goofy like alligator shit on the walls, all the wood paneling, and like
yeah. Who
like
decorated?
in the bayou. Like who the fuck is doing this? Shit?
Like Florida State Frat Brothers decorated the inside of the restaurant for some reason,
Yeah.
or Florida. I guess University of Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they also hired the fucking service crew because they're like, she's hot, she's hot.
Right.
She's hot. The bartender, we need a guy with a lot of tattoos and the giant fucking earplugs that isn't gonna listen to anything I say.
Get him in here.
So,
It's like it's
on the busy nights, brother.
it's so funny too because I feel like there's always like one or two really. I mean, I guess you could say the same for a lot of restaurants. Like I feel like there's always one or two like really good people like strewn about the motley crew of fuck ups and washed up 40-year-olds, um, and college students. But yeah, I mean that's a whole bunch of restaurants, I guess. It's also not a whole bunch of restaurants. Sometimes you just have the bullshit.
Dude, after I think it was like maybe 2 years before I left Savannah, I refused to eat there anymore because, dude,
Yeah.
like they jacked the fucking prices up so high.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
A lot of places in Savannah have.
yeah, when I first moved there, like, and I'm talking about all their locations, but you can go
Hmm.
to the one down on Congress Street, like the main ballin'
Right.
one, and get a fucking burger and a beer for like $14.
Yeah.
I'm talking a good burger. Like,
Yeah.
you could go elk or bison, like you could go premium and premium draft beer and a shot for 20.
That Joe Rogan elk burger, bro. 100%.
No, which I've never actually liked. That it's too lean for me. I prefer a really good beef.
I don't know if I had it. I had a lot of their turkey burgers and regular burger. I think I had a bison burger there, but I worked at. I mean, for those of you that don't know, I am a former employee of Ted's Montana Grill, which is the premier bison burger place of all time. And I mean, come on, doesn't compare.
I mean, it's not a bad burger, but dude, I mean,
Definitely not bad.
For me, it's beef all the way. I mean, it's a goddamn burger.
Right.
Because you want to get fancy, be like, oh yeah, I'm eating a fucking buffalo, but it's super lean meat. Like it's not. Like bison tacos would be where it is.
I like that idea.
Like a bison
Shit.
taco or a nice like bison bolognese over some angel hair.
Bro, we should start a brewery together, and then serve some food at the brewery. That sound like a plan?
The Bison Brewery.
The Bison Brewery, hell yeah.
I our initial lager is bison piss.
Tastes worse than Bud Light, guaranteed.
You drink this, you can drink anything.
Exactly.
It's really
Love
just
that.
Coors Light. We just
It's-
pour in our own bottles.
It's actually just piss mixed with PBR is what it is.
We pee in a keg and
Yeah, and then we distill we very thoroughly distill it.
but we've been drinking so much Coors Light, it kind of tastes like beer.
Right, exactly.
But that's not
I don't know,
bad.
but you'd have to make the argument that Coors Light tastes like beer. So
I mean, it tastes kind of like beer.
it does taste kind of like beer. It's like if somebody was whispering down the hallway beer and you somehow heard a little bit of what they were saying. That's what Coors
Well,
Light.
here's the great thing about like the human condition. If
Mhm.
if I hand a 16-year-old a Coors Light and tell him that's what beer tastes like, that's what fucking beer tastes like, bro.
Well, if I handed a 16-year-old a lighter and said go light some shit on fire, they would also do that.
Also, is my blue the same as your blue?
Okay, stop. Hold on a second. I feel like we're gonna go. I feel like we're gonna get way.
Yeah, we're already going down the gopher
Yeah.
holes.
This is a philosophy 101.
Yeah, I'm not drunk enough for this yet.
Oh, but next week. Okay, so that's the other thing. That's a good thing we're talking. What part of the reason why we're talking about this because Josh is coming down here Friday, and we will be streaming live from this hot seat right here, whatever the fuck this is
From the
gonna be.
Shire.
From the Shire. Yes, from the Shire.
From the land of Bilbo.
Oh God.
You can expect an audio mess.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. But we'll get really fucked up. So, Mr. Violent, if you're watching, it's gonna be your favorite type of episode.
yeah, we're yeah, Mr. Vile, you're gonna want to tune into this one. But
Absolutely.
yeah, no, well, just in case the audio is that bad, we're gonna hire somebody to do sign language and translate. And then we may
Are we?
titles later.
You know what we should do? I should just hire somebody to hold a boom mic over us for 4 hours. But I am gonna buy Casamigos Reposado and we'll just drink that shit straight up, baby.
Ooh,
So yeah, that can be our
I like
tequila.
that.
We were gifted a bottle. So we had some of Annie's coworkers put together a shower for her this last week, which was awesome. They got us a blender that we honestly kind of forgot how much it was when we put it on a registry. It's fucking crazy. They got us a super nice blender.
You guys swung for the fences on the registry on a couple items.
Oh well, I feel like okay, but okay. Hold on a second. All right, hold on. So we're gonna talk about this.
I was looking at it, I was like, no, I like that. I was like, a couple of those things I have and they're fucking kick ass.
Right.
And then there were a couple things I was like, oh, all right, I guess it's mom and dad. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, so I mean, but that's why. Okay, but to be fair, you 90% of our registry is like $50 items, right? So it's not like we have a couple of bigger ticket items, yes. But
But then you guys have like the fucking like platinum plated cutlery for like $8.99. Like, oh shit. Thundercat, don't look.
yeah, we're hosting diplomatic dinners.
Like,
Apparently.
bedrooms,
Yeah.
too.
in our 1,000 square foot apartment in Brookhaven. Yep.
A month's rent worth of cutlery.
Hey, there's a Guatemalan consulate like right down the road from where I live, so you know
Host 'em.
we're getting fancy. We're getting fancy. But but yeah, so the thought process behind that, as I understood it, and as it was explained to me, because I'm a guy and I don't really get into wedding
I
registries.
don't understand any of it either. I just saw
Right.
There were definitely a couple, like there were a handful of things over $500. I was like,
Yeah.
well, that ain't gonna be us.
Right, of course. I mean, obviously, like we don't expect. Honestly, we didn't put them on there really expecting anybody to get them. It's more of a wish list, from how it was explained to me. Like, what are you laughing so hard for? I haven't even said anything that funny yet.
And that's the first official Chopper episode.
What?
Swinging for the $900 cutlery.
First of all, I don't think there's anything on there that's over
And honestly,
$500.
Okay, so that's a chop for Annie because I don't think you had anything to do with that fucking list.
Oh well, I put a couple of. I don't even remember. I put the sweet tea maker on there.
It's all kitchen shit. Like every single
Yeah.
fucking piece of it. Like, so are you guys opening a restaurant?
Yeah. Yeah. We should have registered at restaurant warehouse or something.
Yeah, you guys are
Restaurant
just
supply.
going off paper plates and
Mhm.
fucking solo cups right now.
No, we're actually not even that fancy. We're tearing up cardboard boxes and eating our gas station burritos off of them.
Right, putting the My Name Is Earl and just like squeezing ketchup packets into the ketchup.
Right.
It's empty.
Exactly. We're struggling, man. Struggling from success.
Not for long though. Not if somebody picks up a couple of those items.
Yeah, then they'll walk in and be like, "Why is there a 5-star kitchen in a 1-star apartment?"
Or somebody's gonna be like, wait, Josh just bought them a fucking pet snake. Why is the boa constrictor on the fucking good cutlery?
Right, exactly. No, but so there's a couple of obviously, yeah, there's some higher priced items on there. I think the blender and the mixer, I think, were probably the most expensive things that was
I
on
mean,
there.
I kind of know what I'm gonna get you. There's a couple things on there though, like because I might go off list, but it'll still be. It's not gonna be anything crazy,
Right.
but it'll be something maybe because I feel like most of that shit's for Annie. It might be more angled towards you.
Yeah, I think I mean, everything was approved by me mostly because it's like, yeah, like I don't fucking like how do I know how to fill out a fucking kitchen with shit? I mean, I like charcuterie boards and fucking sweet tea machines, and
I was
that's
about to say
about
the charcuterie board, like
yeah.
that's not what I'm gonna get. But I have like not the exact same thing, but very similar. It's got like a
Yeah.
little drawer that pulls out. It's got like a separate cheese board on it, like a
Nice.
but it has the rails around it where you can put your crackers, and it's got the little utensils. Like the one that I got came with, the little. It's got like these little like chalkboard signs, tiny chalkboard signs that you like put in the cheese and write what kind of cheese it is. Like
Okay.
so, when you're entertaining people, you don't have to answer the same fucking question 18 times.
Right.
Um, because if you're gonna eat cheese, just eat cheese. Like it's all gonna be fucking good. But or I'm not gonna put it on the board. You're not gonna get craft singles on my charcuterie. But
You
anyway,
tear you like fold the plastic into those little tulips like that they do with the shit they put on your pillows in the hotel.
yeah, no, I'm gonna set up the charcuterie. I'm gonna cut the little Vienna sausages and little coins and put a little spray cheese on
Right.
top.
Well, yeah, the can of
This is the extra sharp spray cheese. This is the fancy stuff.
this is not the $2 spray cheese. This is the $3 spray cheese.
No, this is $2.75. This does not come from the tree. This came from the general.
Upgraded. Dollar General will give us $2, and then we'll wear all their merchandise that we still have to buy.
But let Annie know she has been chopped again, just for swinging for the fences. Because
Yeah.
to me, I was like, oh man, like I don't go to a whole lot of weddings, but like I've been to different like tier weddings, and
Yeah.
the way that this one is shaking out, this one's gonna be like upper tier. I can tell.
Bro, it's gonna be upper tier.
Whoever's putting this together, money is not an object, but at the same time, there's like they seem to know what they're doing. So kudos on that. But like I definitely I've gone to weddings where the registry was just Walmart and Target,
Mic off.
and it's it is what it is. I mean, we didn't register for our wedding. We we didn't we had a really small wedding, so it's kind of
Mic
like
on.
how many guests are you having?
We're having 125 actually was our final count. So it's a for most people that's like a medium sized to large wedding, but according to the wedding planners and shit, they're like, wow, that's a small wedding. We're used to having like 2, 3, 400 people, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so to put that into perspective, my wedding was on the beach, and it was bridegroom, wedding party, and guests totaling 11 people.
Yeah. Which I mean, and obviously that's for most people that's a small wedding too. Like I feel like most people are somewhere between 11 and 125.
So basically, it was the thing where I was like, I'm gonna invite my best friends.
Right.
You're gonna invite your family. I'm gonna invite a couple family members. We're gonna, they're gonna, assume most of the, they're gonna incur most of the cost, but we're gonna pay for. We've been to the resort several times since, but it's a really nice resort in North Myrtle Beach, and we rented out like 3 different condos, and everybody, like me and the boys were in a 3 bedroom, and then everybody was kind of spread out through, and everybody had their own bedroom and everything like that. It was so fucking, but it was like the greatest experience of my life. Like I wouldn't change it for the world.
Oh,
But
nice.
like literally the greatest 5 days I've ever had was just sitting in a hot tub with my boys, fucking with a full service tiki bar 12 feet away.
Oh,
Literally,
that's
like
great.
I tipped them so much the first day because everything was charged to the room, so we weren't worried about it. It was fucking like $2 Miller Lite cans,
Oh,
and they
nice.
said originally they kind of argued with me and said I had to get out of the hot tub, come over there because they had to open the beers before they served them. It's a South
Right?
Carolina law.
Oh my
And
god,
I
so
was
many stupid rules like that. They drive
so
me
anyway,
crazy.
so the first day I tipped the tiki bar bartender, who I figured out was going to be there the majority of the time we were there. I tipped her $200, and then after that, I would just I would do a little and like raise my hand up, and she would just toss one into the tub.
Oh hell yeah, baby.
Like,
That's legit.
"Whoa."
Fuck South Carolina, no trustworthy, baby. Oh, that's hilarious.
No, I'm excited for the wedding, man. It's been a while since I've been to one. I can't wait, man. We're
Oh
gonna have
yeah.
a fucking blast, and I'm happy you're happy moving forward, and I can't wait to be there for you, man.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah. No, it's gonna be an absolute blast. Like so much. First of all, this weekend, or not this weekend, but next weekend's gonna be crazy. And I'm sure we'll only be able to talk about like half of it. So,
Right.
and that's because we won't remember about a quarter of it. The other quarter of it, we won't actually be able to share with.
Well, if my guy comes through, it's more like 3/4.
And then so that's and then yeah, so and that's gonna be a blast. We're going to the Giants game that night, so we're gonna see some live pitching. Although you're upset about Chirino pitching, which
We'll see.
I totally get it.
Serve up some fucking
Yeah.
some long bombs.
But we're sitting in section 150, so we're gonna be catching Giants home runs all night long. So
Yeah, I don't
it's
think
gonna
we
be
have
fun.
an ace. I think this is like the same fucking thing that we did last year, where it's like
Hmm.
Morton versus McGill. It's like, oh, cool.
Right. Oh, so the game's gonna be 12 to 15. Got
Right. Which is
it.
Which
Oh god.
last night, I don't know if you watched the fucking shit last night, but Hand came in and balked.
Oh
And
god.
yeah,
But see this.
I'm not impressed with the arms that they got in the fucking trade deadline. Like they didn't dig deep enough. The ones we brought in, like Chirino sucks. Fucking
Yeah,
one of
I
the
don't know what
guys,
that
I
was
don't even
about.
remember his name. One of the guys we traded for, like I think we gave him like $100 and an old washing machine for him, but he came in. And
The old Detroit or the Flint Tropics trade.
yeah, Flint Tropics. He came over. He's like, I'm still in my prime. Wait, who am I kidding? I just got traded for a fucking washing machine. But he was so mad he came in that like right the day after the trade deadline he came in, couldn't get an out. He didn't even get an out in the end and gave up like 3 or 4 runs, and they dropped him the next day. So
They literally dropped him.
Yeah, no, he's done.
Oh, that's great. I fucking love that.
I think he
Cutthroat
ended up with, like,
bullshit.
the Royals or the fucking Athletics.
Yeah. They're like, nah, this is World Series year, baby. We ain't fucking around.
No, it was one of those trick trades, like our Jesse Chavez trade 2 years
Right.
ago. We trade him. We're like, okay, just go over there and be real shitty for like 3 games. They're gonna drop you. We'll sign you again.
Right.
Literally, do you not remember? That's how that worked out.
No, I do remember that.
We traded him to Texas, I think.
Yeah.
And we got really nothing. It was a money dump, is what it was.
Right,
Like they
exactly.
had to eat his contract because they cut him.
Yeah.
And then, like 2 hours after they cut him, we brought it back.
Yeah, we were like, wait a second. Wait, come back here. Hold on a sec. Oh, don't leave.
We'll be your 33rd fucking professional team.
We'll pay you. We'll pay you $12,000 to stand out there for half a season.
We need a guy that wears a weird fucking fedora cowboy hat in the World Series parade that doesn't really do anything.
Fucking Chavez, what a guy.
He's basically our mascot now.
I mean, hey, veteran presence.
But, I mean, they had the batter dummy dressed up like him, and every time they hit the home run, they do like put him up in the bullpen.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when he got well enough to actually dress for the bullpen. He's still not playing, but he's still out in the bullpen. Now they just
Right.
lift him up in the bullpen.
It's like at the Jewish weddings they lift you up on the chair.
No, I don't know if you saw that. They did that for like 2 games after he started dressing. Like every time they hit a home run, they just lifted him up.
Really, that's hilarious. I did not see that.
Yeah, and now we're gonna have to coach the boys because we're gonna get on TV and because there's so many of us.
Right.
But we have to do the fucking the I Believe I Can Fly that they do now, like the
What's that?
Michael Harris thing that
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And like Michael Harris started it, but now everybody fucking does it. So anytime we hit a home run, we all have to do it. We will get on TV.
Hell yeah, baby. I'm down. We got to make sure. See, I'm a little worried. So I told you about the timeline earlier. It's range until about 1 p.m. and then lunch from like 1:30 to 3ish. Puts us in the battery at 4:30. I don't know. Like, I mean, we're gonna turn up at some point. So like, I don't want to black out if I don't have to until like the very end.
The object is to get a good buzz on and then like ride it through the game and then
Right.
get drunk after the game.
Right, get really fucked up at like 10 p.m.
Because if you're not careful, you'll get shitty and it's so fucking hot, it just makes it worse.
Yeah, I don't want to, and that's I don't want that.
We'll get on TV for the wrong reason. Like, well, I'll just be fucking throwing up in center field.
Yeah, it'll be like security check, section 150.
Right. Well, come on down, bitches.
Right. Join the party.
That's the trade-off. Now we can segue into fighting because, like, I don't know. Look.
Well, we better not fight anybody.
Look, 16 drunk guys in center field. You're gonna have to reallocate some security over there. You're probably gonna need some armed police officers because I don't know. It's a pack mentality at that point.
And for perspective, I just checked the weather because I saw that it was going to be hot. It's going to be high of 94 on Saturday.
God damn it.
And it's 91 the day before, which, I mean, look, 90 is still pretty fucking hot, but like I feel like 90 cools off pretty quickly, but anything above that,
80% humidity.
yeah, exactly.
With no breeze.
It'll be there won't be a cloud in the sky, but somehow moisture will just be like suspended in midair, or like all around you, like a fucking anime movie.
You wear your sunglasses at the wrong angle and just your clothes light on fire. Like,
yeah, exactly. You know what I was thinking of the other day? Do you still have that like koozie assembly thing that I sent you when you first moved in?
yeah,
I don't know why I thought about that. Okay, cool. I think I bought everybody's groomsmen gifts too, by the way. Finally. I feel like I was lagging behind on that. Well, you'll find out when I give it to you. What is it? Not that, I mean, I don't really think it matters. Not that it's really a surprise. But yeah, I got well, there's a personalized item, and then there's an accessory to the personalized item, and then I got my brother some other shit as I was recommended to by you.
Well, that's a real thing.
Right. And which I wasn't aware of.
Yeah, that's a
So.
real thing. Like the best man gets something different.
Gotcha.
The best man also gets what everybody else gets, but they get something in addition to.
Well, that's okay. Well, I supplemented instead of giving him. Hell yeah. Instead of giving him what everybody else got because he prefers something different, I got him the equivalent but different, and then I got him an extra like good thing too.
Yeah,
he'll be good to go.
Works.
Yeah,
he'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
But,
everybody will be fine.
We could have done the bachelor party on Friday and seen Spencer Strider, but you know who's keeping count.
Well, I have to work Fridays, and I like have no vacation. Yeah, I know. I'll be off. Well, and that's the thing. I get off work at 5, but hopefully, and thank God, nobody from work knows that I do this podcast. So hopefully, I can just like wrap it up about 4:30, and then just kind of do our own thing. So.
Right.
one day when we're big and famous, this will be in the archive, and they'll be like, "He didn't do a fucking day of work, did he?" So, but
anyway, so we were segueing into fighting, and look,
we were.
Nobody. Look, if I'm a security guard, I do not want to try and fight fucking 16 drunk assholes in center field.
Especially 16 drunk assholes that look like you and me. That ain't gonna fly.
I wouldn't try it. I mean, I don't look like much anymore, but I can throw down if if need be.
Yeah, they're gonna have to bring in the Cobb County / Smyrna police force to shut us down.
This is gonna be fucking. This is gonna be 10-cent beer night all over.
Yeah, we're gonna be fucking fighting the Giants with like chains and knives and shit. Pieces of the stadium. Fucking love that story. It's fucking insane.
Cherry bombs into the
Right, exactly. Yeah, no M80s. That's what they're. Yeah, the big ones. Just
We're gonna have a
chucking them.
gun full of marbles.
Yeah, hell. Ooh, a paintball gun full of M80s.
Ooh. Cherry bombs would fit in one of those.
Yeah, I think they would. Just a little light and poop.
Light it out of the chamber, fucking load it.
Hell yeah, baby.
Now you'd have to use nitrous for that because I don't think that. I think the CO2 would probably put it out. But
Good call.
anyway, we'll work on it.
Well, that's a good. Honestly, now that's something I want to test at Mater's Ranch. Actually, so we should think about that. I think I still have a paintball gun somewhere.
Yeah, but that's extremely sketchy. We'll let Mater test that
Well, we're not gonna light it. We're gonna do it without lighting it on fire first.
one. Well, like I said, he's the one
Yeah.
that just throw an oil can on a fucking AK.
Don't call him out like that, Josh.
That's not illegal at all.
Oh
It was
God.
so great 'cause fucking Cooter got so sketched out when I was like, yeah, why don't we just throw a fucking an oil filter on this thing? He's like, don't say that. There's
He's like,
I was like, yeah, but I mean, it's common knowledge that the brick is the same fucking thread. Like,
right, exactly. People know about that.
if
No,
not,
it is.
they know now. What you don't want to do is take the muzzle brake or the flash defender off of your assault rifle, and then take a used or brand new, preferably used if you're Mater, oil filter off just a normal car and screw that.
Right,
bad
that is super illegal, and you don't want to do
Don't
that.
do it. It's illegal, and it definitely won't suppress your weapon.
Yeah, that would be crazy illegal if it did that, and super not recommended by anybody, by any legal entity or non-legal
And if
entity.
you decided to break the law and do that, don't do it with your buddy 5 feet to the right because it'll spray hot oil all over
What was it? What was it?
and it'll ruin their brand new, beautiful 9-line flannel fucking jacket.
But we were also like in the middle that we were in that outdoor range in Tennessee too. So like the chances of like if we had done that, like we would have seen people next to us like, oh, okay, let me pull mine out, put mine on. Hold on a second. The most chill fucking range.
Everybody drives home without oil filters.
It's like we all get pulled over. There's just oil all over us, and the cops just like, "You guys mechanics or something?" Yep, uh-huh.
Everybody's car lights on fire on the way home because there's no oil.
Yeah, exactly. It's like fucking Mad Max. We're just rolling down the road.
If you're looking for a cheap and effective way to suppress your rifle, do not do that.
There is no cheap
And
or
it's
effective
not
or
easy to
safe
get
way.
the muzzle brake off. Like literally, an adjustable wrench will not take it off in
Right.
like 2 seconds.
Right. It would.
Just
It will not do
don't-
that.
Don't try it. It might damage the rifle. Probably.
Anyway, so now that we've been flagged by like 15 federal agencies,
Hey, Kevin from the NSA.
Kevin for the honest.
It's been a while. I haven't mentioned Rightcoin once.
Yeah.
Oops.
But ATF no trustworthy. That's what I have to say.
No trustworthy. That's true. But,
100%. Have you seen those videos of them getting like arrested by sheriffs when they show up to people's houses and shit?
Yeah, because they're
Yeah.
fucking animals.
Yeah, they're fucking nuts.
No, literally, the ATF. The one thing that they're known for is killing dogs. Like,
Ruby Ridge, man.
they're known just.
But that's the
for
FBI.
Showing up. No, the fucking ATF will kill your fucking dog.
Yeah,
They're
because
like-
they're fucking
like-
pussies.
They tell you not to move, and then like literally, there's dozens and dozens of videos where homeowners are like, "Let me put the dog up. I'll open the door. Let me put the dog up," and then they bust the fucking door in and tell them not to move. The dog barks at them, and they just fucking caca. That's it. And I'm
Fucking
like,
dumb.
At that point, you shoot my fucking dog, you gotta shoot me. I'm coming
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah, exactly. There's gonna be a lot going on.
I hope it shoots through walls because I'm running straight for the blackout, bro. Like we're going
Exactly.
fucking, Because guess what? The blackout shoots through walls, so that body armor works.
Oh, it's like I haven't written a manifesto before this, but somehow you'll find a 37-page manifesto stashed away with my 4,000 rounds of illegal Russian ammunition somewhere.
Right. Those goddamn wad cutters are coming at you, buddy.
Exactly.
Anyway, enough of the illegal activity.
So you ever done crack?
Actually, no. I've done a lot of drugs.
You said that like you were surprised.
No, I mean, crack's one of the, I've never done crack. I've never done heroin. Like, I don't really get into the uber hard shit.
Gotcha.
I mean, a little Satan's dandruff, little bug shug, sure.
Satan's dandruff. That's the funniest like nickname for cocaine I think I could possibly think of.
Yeah, weed was never for me. Like, I do like a shroomy from time to time. Like, I'm not an active drug user. Like, I can count on one hand in the last 10 years how many times I've done drugs. But
Right.
Every once in a while, treat yourself.
Why do that when you can double fist fucking tequila in your exactly on your little slice of America? So anyway, sorry. Back to the fighting.
We promised fighting, so we just want to cover. Look, we have officially, as a tandem, as a tag team, if you will, called out the Paul brothers because they're fucking pussies. And all we require, I believe I said, give us 12 months. Give us 12 months, and we will fucking beat the fuck out of you. It'll be Logan v Philbo in the co-main event, and then your actual main event will be fucking Tater versus Jake. Because I don't like that fucking guy.
I think what would be first of all, that would be fucking awesome if we did that. And I honestly I would totally do it. I would train for it.
I don't think I wouldn't fucking do that.
I think I feel like last time I was like more tepid on it, but this time around I'm like, nah, let's fucking do it because that would be so badass.
Fucking do that, man.
Yeah.
I think I would not do that.
And we wouldn't box them like those professionals who are holding them up in the fucking ring the half the time.
No, we're gonna lay down some goddamn ground rules. Like look, you're gonna put your big boy pants on. We can kick. We can fucking eye gouge. We're going original.
We can eye gouge.
We're going original UFC rules. Where I think the only their whole thing. I don't know if you ever watched those original tournaments, but the original tournaments, they boasted no rules, but then they told them rules. I think the only rules were that you couldn't eye gouge and you could. Oh God, what was it? You can't eye gouge and you can't spit.
Makes sense.
Like, it's the only two things.
They didn't have you can't intentionally break somebody's limbs. I feel like that should have been a rule.
The only rules for stop because there was no time limit. There were no rounds. There was nothing.
Oh wow!
Literally no weight classes. Nothing.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, you got to go back and watch those. If you haven't seen those, there's some crazy fucking shit, bro.
God damn.
Like Hoist Gracie, that's how he came to. That's how
the
Gracie family really came to fame in America.
Right.
He's this little fucking welterweight at like 150 something pounds, jiu-jitsu master, and I think the first one, spoiler alert, he made it all the way to the finals and fought Dan Severn, who's an all-American wrestler, an Olympic wrestler, like walking around at 225, fucking 6'2".
Jesus.
And, like for grappling, you would think Severn he's just gonna damage this guy, but literally he just puts on that goddamn like the jiu-jitsu full guard python shit and just wears him down for like 15 minutes, like using his gi to like put it up on like near his mouth and nose so he can't breathe and like rolling,
Jesus.
like squeezing his torso and shit. And eventually he just worked himself out, and then I think he finished him with a triangle, but
Jesus Christ.
There were no rules, like there were no time limits, like there's no rounds. It never stops. You go in. The only way the fight stops is if someone is knocked unconscious, if someone taps out. So literally, you could break somebody's arm and they could choose to continue. If they don't tap out, you can break their arm. It doesn't fucking matter.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking crazy.
And some of the more notable ones, there was like the Kung Fu master versus a sumo wrestler. Like,
right.
You got this one guy doing this goddamn crazy kung fu shit, and he's weighing $130 soaking wet against like a 400-pound sumo wrestler. and then he just gets destroyed because a sumo wrestler got a hold of him and just fell on him.
Right.
It was completely insane shit. So that's gonna be in the parameters of what we do to Logan and Jake. Is look,
I don't think they'll agree to that, so I don't think we're gonna be able to pull that off.
so we're gonna get this done, okay? We're gonna get this deal done. And no, but for real, I would fight them under normal MMA rules.
Right.
Like MMA rules, I'm the kind of guy. If you take my ground game out, and you're a boxer, like you're a Gold Gloves boxer, which Logan is,
Hmm.
I wouldn't be fighting Logan, but Philbo, you're not a Gold Glove boxer.
No, I'm not.
Good luck.
I do have a karate background, so, and a wrestling background,
Yeah, I mean,
so I can figure it out.
I'm not saying you don't have a background, but neither one of those is boxing. Boxing is a thing of its own.
Right. I get that, but I mean that's the whole point of UFC is that he also doesn't have my background, so I'm also nowhere near as good in shape as he is. so
here's my bone that I have to pick with fucking Jake.
okay,
Jacob, if you're listening, which you should be at this point,
'Cause- you should be, and it's a great podcast. So
listen,
you know,
in the last like 6 years since he's been pulling this shit, he has fought 5 retired MMA fighters. Okay?
yeah,
And I mean, now they were really good in MMA, but I don't think
Yeah.
any of them were younger than 35. And like
Yeah.
he just beat Nate Diaz, but it went to decision. And after decision, he talked shit because he's like, I don't know how he ever knocked anybody out in the UFC. Like, well,
Yeah.
he was wearing 3-ounce gloves.
is that but yeah, but is that just part of the bullshit? Like they always like they always have the fake like beef with each other. So is that
So
just around that?
That's why Jake Paul was mad going into it, because he said that Nate Diaz didn't do his part in the shit talking, because Nate Diaz is notorious for shit talking. But then Nate Diaz came straight out and he was like, "Look, I'm almost in my 40s. I'm a grown man. Like everybody knows we don't like each other. I got nothing else to say. I'm not gonna dance. Like I'm not gonna be his little monkey on a string that fucking dances for him." He's like, "I'm coming in there to beat the fuck out of him. He knows that. So I don't know why we need to get personal with it. Like I don't like him. If he wants to come to my house right now and fight, we can. It's fine." But like he laid it out like that. But look, in the end, Jake Paul is a moderate to good boxer, and Nate Diaz is not a boxer.
Right.
So he won a decision. Okay. His last fight, I don't know if you know this, but his last fight was actually against a 23-year-old boxing prospect named, what was his name? Tommy Fury, the brother of
Tommy Fury. I fucking love that name, dude.
Dude, he's an up and coming guy, but he's the brother of the fucking WBC heavyweight champ for years, Tyson Fury.
Wow.
And
The Fury brothers.
It's a pedigree, but Tommy Fury beat the fuck out of him. He lost that fight.
Yeah, no shit, because he's not a professional fighter. He's not even an amateur fighter. He's just had exhibition fights with random people because he's got a super popular YouTube show.
Yeah, he beat up a couple of wrestlers from fucking the UFC, and then he boxed Anderson Silva, who's 39 years old,
Right.
who is not a boxer. Now he in the world of MMA, he is a
Right.
legendary striker.
Oh yeah.
But you take away any type of ground game potential, and you take his legs out of the fucking. He's not a boxer.
No.
Like I don't know how many times I have to say, fight a fucking boxer, and he finally fought a boxer last year and got his fucking ass whooped.
Yeah, the Merriweather fight where he got held up by fucking. Oh my god, it was ridiculous.
No. He fought Tommy Fury, and he got his fucking.
Oh, you're saying like in I see what you're saying, in a real fight. I mean, even the Mayweather fight, which
he didn't fight Mayweather.
Yeah, one of the Paul brothers fought Mayweather. I don't know which one it was,
Did
but
they?
one of them. Yeah, you don't know that? That was a huge thing.
Well, that would have been the smaller one. That had to be Logan.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably was. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I'm
But it
gonna
was.
look this up.
But Mayweather was basically like, I mean, he was basically drilling the entire fucking match, and then he hit him too hard once on accident, and he kind of held him up in a clinch for a second. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was Logan. It was the little one.
Yeah, he fucked. Yeah,
Good luck.
I think they ended up calling it a tie, and it was basically like everybody was complaining about it because they were like, yeah, Floyd Mayweather fucking destroyed him, and he literally wasn't even trying. Obviously, because he's like
Well,
arguably one of the greatest boxers of all time.
It was an exhibition, so
Right.
basically, it
Well,
turned
obviously.
like a Drago versus Apollo Creed, where he was like, "All right, I almost killed him. I gotta fucking."
Except the difference was he didn't say if he dies, he dies. That was the difference. The difference was if he pays me $35 million, I will do whatever the fuck he wants me to.
I'm pretty sure it was evident to both fighters and everyone watching within
Yeah.
the first round or two that Mayweather could probably take his life if he wanted to.
Oh yeah, literally. He could probably just whisper a few things to him and then he would die. Like it's really what it would come down to.
Best case scenario, he just gets knocked out on the first fucking knockdown.
Right, exactly.
If
Like
he keeps getting up, it's gonna end up being the fucking Conor McGregor thing all over again.
yeah.
Conor McGregor, dude, that guy got wore the fuck out by Mayweather.
Dude,
But
that
anyway,
yeah.
look.
Anyway.
fucking
We have our own fights to show the world.
Logan and Jake, you're still called out, bitches. And it's MMA rules, standard MMA rules. We'll fight under fucking the Bellator. We'll fight. I'd prefer to keep it out of UFC because they don't pay shit. We could do independent, whatever you want to do.
We should do the Rumble in the Jungle 2.0.
Jake, right now, I'm telling you that goddamn look. The tattoos don't scare me, brother. You're gonna have to fucking bring it. All right.
We'll fight in the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria as long as the money is there.
I don't know how long you've been tuned in, but I'm not adverse to shit talking either. So I'll step up that side of the game too.
Yeah.
Let's fucking do it.
He won't disappoint. Which is actually hilarious that Diaz is like, no, I'm not gonna shit talk. I'm not gonna do the thing that I'm known for because fuck you.
Yeah,
That's a huge fuck you.
The only thing that he's known more for than shit talking is being contrarian. Like, when you told him to talk shit, he's not gonna talk shit.
I think
it's
yeah.
everything he stands for, but his number one principle is like, fuck you, I'm not gonna do what you just told me to do.
His number 3 principle is fighting random people in New Orleans, apparently.
Right. They told him not, after he got suspended for smoking weed. Then,
Right.
he does his own fucking press release while smoking a blunt. Like they told him not to do it. His PR guy told him not to do it. He's like, well, now I have to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't going to, but goddamn it, now I have.
He's like 2005 Josh. He's like, fuck it,
Yeah.
we ball.
Gotta do it now.
So we do have our own for you though today. So we're gonna start. I don't know if we have more than one because the only one that I got from you was the Alabama fight. Oh no, we do have the baseball. I got the baseball one right here. That's fine. Do we want to do that so we can do the baseball fighting podcast?
I think we should.
Okay, so it's another John Boy Media.
So we don't need audio on this.
We don't, but I encourage people to go back and listen to it because John Boy is like the patron saint of the podcast at this point. So
yeah, he's a close second to me when breaking down videos.
yeah.
Just shout out to John Boy because he somehow gets all of the video for everything. Like literally, the only videos that you can find are just very like short, like 30-second videos. But this is like 7 minutes long. Now,
Right.
He does pause, but so to build this up, there's certain things that you don't do in baseball. We've talked about it extensively.
Oh my god, I didn't realize why is their logo so ugly? First of all, the Guardians logo. I don't think I've really watched them play this year.
It's so bad, dude.
Jesus Christ.
So Tim Anderson is a giant towel. He plays shortstop for the White Sox. You're gonna see him here in a minute. He's been talking shit. He chirps and chirps on a god level, and then calls people racist when they say something back to him. He's that kind of towel.
Right.
So here, J Rams had enough. He slides in, basically fucking. He's basically saying, "Why the fuck are you standing over me? I was way safe. Get the fuck off me!" And he keeps tapping him and saying, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then, for the first time, I can't remember it. Like they're jawing, but I can't remember two guys actually squaring up like they're gonna fucking fight. But you see J Rams just saying, "Stop being a goddamn racist towel. Get the fuck off me."
Which is so weird because like it's not like he was really there for that long. Oh yeah, and then he drops.
Oh, yeah.
They go straight into that Jake Paul stance.
Yep, here we go. Don't drop the left. Don't drop the left.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
actually go into
Woo!
stance. And then yeah, he gets
That
a shot
jab.
in. He gets a shot in.
He's like, no, there's a $50,000 fine. No.
Here we go. No. Michael Kopech comes in. He's like, all right, that's enough, boys. And then here we go.
Wow, what a dodge though. First of all, he's not even looking to dodge that, and he still misses him.
But he's doing short guy boxing here, so he's leaning headed, just swinging overhand.
Oh yeah.
Then he misses the body shot, and here we go. And boom.
Oh shit.
Down goes Anderson.
That was actually I can't call that impressive because it was just blind luck because he doesn't even know that he's dodging those punches, and then he gets him.
It was short guy boxing where you just put the head in and swing.
Yeah, you do the rock.
And then Andrew, oh yeah.
Oh, man.
In real time. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He just went straight down. Michael Kopech is actually the starting pitcher. He's got him in the headlock, and then here comes. That's the fucking backup DH, the big boy. He's like, oh wait, you don't need my help anymore. All right.
Oh, he got him. He got him with the secret.
Got him. Here comes the bull.
Wow, how did he end up all the way back there? That's actually, I'm glad that he pointed it out because he's already like on the other side of the fucking infield.
Yeah, because Michael Kopech got him in a goddamn headlock and drug him across the field, and then his guys took over. And
Jesus Christ.
Anderson's like, look, man, I don't really know where I am right now.
Hold me up like Mayweather held up.
My legs are kind of noodly right now. Can you hold me up for a minute? Just so
Yeah.
I can talk shit.
Yeah.
Like, let me talk shit for a minute. All right. Yeah. Yep. No. Still can't walk.
Oh, I love you, man. It's like I want to look real badass with the cameras, bro. But seriously, I got hit.
Hey, look, they let him go and he can't walk. He's all
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I didn't even think so, but he didn't look like he went out cold. I thought you really only got that kind of instability when you go out like that.
No, I mean, he got him square on the goddamn button. I don't know. And
Who did he just throw out of the game?
He threw the two combatants out of the game, and now the manager.
now they're gonna fight the up.
Yeah, now the managers are about to fight.
Yeah, what the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, this look, and then he keeps highlighting the catcher because the catcher's like, I already broke this shit up one time. Stop it. He's like, I already fucking drug everybody where they need to go. I'm the guy wearing the helmet. Shut the fuck up. And here they come.
What did he just chuck? Was that the sandbag?
That was
Oh, okay.
Third baseman. He's like, I don't need to lose this in a scuffle, so I'm just gonna toss it over to third. He's like,
Mic on.
Jesus Christ.
All hell ensues again. And
God damn, bro.
The managers are swinging at each other.
Which is insanely that is very rare. That is very rare.
That was the Cardinals versus the Angels. And those teams don't like each other either, but these teams really don't like each other. And
God, Ramirez just cannot get off the field. I didn't realize.
But that's the other guy that John Boy's making fun of him here. He's
Oh
like,
yeah.
I got blue hair. I'm ready to go. I came out of the bullpen. I'm gonna show my blue hair. And look, at this point, J Ram's just like, all right, I already knocked him out.
they're like, look, the Bare Naked Ladies concert is over, bro. You gotta go home. You gotta go back to the bullpen.
Right. What is this, a Smash Mouth concert?
Yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ.
Like utter bedlam. Like because usually what the way these things go down, when the bullpens come out, the bullpens aren't coming out to fight. And look, they're talking about him. He's one of the most injury-prone Chicago White Sox, and somehow
He tripped over a blade of grass in the mob. It got.
He's like, fuck. He's like, look at me, guys. I'm fucking hurt again. Look what you did. I'm fucking hurt.
That makes. Does he just enjoy it?
Back on the 60-day DL.
IL.
Well, it's a disabled list. Actually.
Oh yeah. Okay. What the?
They're still fighting. Tim Anderson's back out of the dugout.
Jesus Christ.
And then he's like, look, I already carried you in here. This time you can walk, so I'll do it again.
Who's doing that? Who's pulling him back in there like that? Because that guy's fucking jacked. Because
I'm pretty sure that's the first baseman.
he's just picking up a grown man and like, no, you belong over here.
Yeah.
This one goes in the square hole.
You go on the tower back.
Yeah. And what he's standing out there like he's gonna stay in the fucking game.
He's on second, well,
Right. Also, let's be completely clear here for everybody who's just listening to this. Ramirez totally started that fight for basically. No, are you kidding me? It was half a second. He didn't. It was half a second. He's getting off in the process of getting off of him, and then he's just like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? What the fuck?" I think now I don't know the history between these two players. Maybe maybe Anderson even said something to him when he was down there.
He's a giant towel.
Right.
But the whole thing is, they had the last series had been tough because
Right.
like they had been chirping, like the whole fucking dugout was chirping Anderson. Anderson
Right.
chirped back. You know, you chirp, Shorty chirp back, and then they, I think one of the relief pitchers hit him with like a 99-mile-an-hour. Like he went for his head the first time, and then he hit him in the shoulder with a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. So this time, like the first game of the series, he was just talking shit like the whole time, like literally like rookie of the year level chirping from shortstop, and just couldn't get out of his own way, and J Ram just helped sit him down.
Jesus Christ.
Now, the baseball fight is one of those like rarities that, you know, most of the time, whenever it gets to that level and the teams don't like each other, usually somebody will get hit at the plate, and then everybody just goes out there and talks shit for 10 minutes.
Right.
Just makes the game really loud or really long. Sorry, but this is one of those rarities. Like you actually have you drop the gloves, he takes the helmet off, you're squared the fuck up. Like
right.
Ding ding, let's do it.
Right, 100%.
The best thing was at the beginning of the fight, like the ump just said, "All right, go." Like he goes out to the outfield grass. He's like, "I'm not doing this."
Yeah, at the beginning, he's like the Rudy, like he's trying to be the team, intervention. It's like, come on, guys, it's fine. It's like literally getting between grown men who are about to square up on each other and drop the gloves and start fighting. And then he's like, okay, nope, okay, never mind. You guys just fucking beat each other up, I guess.
No, he just,
that's not his job, to be fair. Like he's not a fight coordinator. Told me
Well, it was inevitable, and he actually did what most umps don't do, because most umps will stay in and be in the middle of the fight. That's why we got such a clean little like 30-second bout out of him, was because I don't like they squared up, but I don't think that like other than Michael Kopech, the pitcher, I don't think anybody actually thought that they were gonna do it. And then everybody was back on their heels, and they realized like, oh shit, this is Jose Ramirez, and he's mad, and Tim Anderson's gonna throw a punch at him.
Right. I think what will probably happen is the ump, like, because he kind of got turned around, and I think at some point he sees either the bullpen start to come out or like the dugout start to come out, and then he's like, okay, we're gonna let this go for like 30 solid seconds.
I'm gonna pop some popcorn.
Yeah, I'm gonna get put some chew in my mouth. You know, I'm gonna sit back for a second, chill out.
Well, Angel Hernandez is jacking his dick behind home plate. Like, yes.
Was that Angel Hernandez?
No. Not Angel Hernandez.
God damn, bro. There needs to be like, I wonder if there's like enough like signatures if we can get him removed from the league or something. We could just start a.
He's butter. He's been on a fucking roll lately. He's like literally, he's just been ejecting people left and right. They had a series. He was with the Yankees, which the Yankees can't fucking stand him. And
right. Can anyone really?
No, but the Yankees above all can't, like, they hate his guts.
Yeah.
They would watch him get bored by a wild pig and not help. And but they, like, I don't know if you saw that. That was an epic meltdown too. You know how they say, like, when the manager, when the skipper gets kicked out, they get their money's worth.
Oh yeah.
Aaron Boone got his fucking money's worth. The skipper for the Yankees.
Oh god.
I mean, once again, it's night in, night out. Angel Hernandez, his strike zone was abysmal, and it turned on the Yankees. Like he was backwards K-ing, like just fucking like watch striking out everybody. Like strikes looking fucking. they were that evening, and then he comes out and he's like, you know, you're not allowed to argue balls and strikes. So he comes out and he's like, fuck it, I'm getting tossed. He's like, fuck you, fuck your strike zone. Like he gets down on home plate, draws out the strike zone. That's where all the fucking balls are. And then he goes to imitate Angel Hernandez Because Angel Hernandez, he points forward and does the like pullback.
He does the archer.
Yeah, he does the pullback thing.
Yeah.
And then so he stands on home plate and keeps doing it. He's like,
Oh god.
Meanwhile, the fucking announcers are having hate. They're like, there's getting your money and there's cashing your check. And Aaron Boone is cashing his check right now.
Oh god.
He literally just, he was out there for like 5 minutes.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up a video of it because that just sounds hilarious. Oh, he looks so happy doing it too. Hold on, let me pull up this video, see if it'll play.
It was fucking great.
That is fucking fantastic. Here's a YouTube video. Is this John Boy? Again?
Maybe.
No, it's not John Boy. It's Jermaine Curtis. All right, so here I'll put the video up on the screen real quick.
He's oh my god. Look, I hate the fucking Yankees. Not as much as the Mets, but I hate the Yankees. But Aaron Boone gets points in my book.
This is fucking great, and he's just like, okay, buddy.
He's like, okay. He's like, let me show.
Oh god, you gotta love it. You gotta fucking love it. This is fantastic, dude.
Oh, this is a short version because he kept doing it. Like he kept going over there and doing it.
Okay, well, according to the game cast, that's a strike, and I mean it looks like that ball came over the plate.
Dude, it's so bad.
I'm assuming this is one of many, so we'll go through them all. Hold on,
Yeah, dude,
I'll skip
so
around a
bad.
little bit.
And they were all on the Yankees.
Right. These ump breakdowns are fucking phenomenal, and you'll see. I think consistently, Angel Hernandez is. Yeah.
Ump scorecards on fucking. I forget who does them, but they put them up on Reddit. Dude, Angel Hernandez consistently is just the worst.
Oh yeah, he's literally like one of the lowest rated. He called that a ball. I thought he was saying that was a strike.
No, he called that a ball.
That's a fantastic pitch too. Like look at the movement on that.
That's a pitcher's pitch. You can't do anything with it. That's
Right.
That's what we in the biz call a frozen pizza.
Right.
You can't react to it. Even if you got to it, you can't do anything to it.
Right. Exactly.
Like it's tailing away from the right-handed batter. Nothing you can do with that pitch.
Didn't you say? And the thing about Angel Hernandez, like part of the reason why the league, like, because I think in the past the league tried to like ice him out or get rid of him in some capacity, but he ended up. I mean, basically, like he played the race card and like countersued them or something, right?
Yeah, he sued them for being racist, basically. Like
Right.
he said it was racial profiling why he wasn't allowed because he's a black.
I'm sorry. That's when he goes up there and draws the box and. That's so fun. Oh, they pull up Bobby Cox, baby. Hell yeah. He's like, fuck this. I'm burying the goddamn.
Talk about getting your money's worth, crawling out to the mound. No, that's Leo Mazzoni. That's not Bobby Cox.
Oh, yeah. I was like, wait a second. That was Bizzotti.
Leo Mazzoni got his fucking money's worth, buddy. That was the game, I believe, where
He's throwing the fucking grenade into the sands of Iwo Jima there.
he grenaded the rosin bag in.
This is a great shot, by the way, of Aaron Boone doing this.
Yeah.
He looks like he's having a fucking blast. That's fantastic.
He got his money's worth.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But no, that Leo Mazzoni freak out, that was I remember that game. Now, not live because I think I was like 4, but
Right.
That was right after Tom. No, maybe I was older than that, but that was a Tom Glavine thing where Tom Glavine fucking he was painting the fucking zone as Glavine was known to do. Like that curveball was so.
Hold on a second. Hold on. 66% called strike accuracy. That's that's like if you put the if you're playing the show and then you put the difficulty like on super easy and then you're pitching to the opposite team. Like that's fucking crazy.
Exactly. That's like literally or the other way around when you're like on super hard and all those are called strikes.
Right, exactly.
But look, if you're gonna get tossed and get your money's worth and put on a show, it's this type of performance. Like nobody's gonna be mad at you. Look, the relative accuracy minus 5.2% because they don't even expect that much. Or wait, was it Maddox? Maybe it was Maddox.
That looks like I'm up there. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it is
definitely
Maddox.
Maddox.
That's Maddox. That's the man himself.
That's Maddox.
No, but it's funny too because what the fuck is the strike zone? Like it's shaped like a pizza that was dropped on the ground.
Look, if you're, first of all, if you're a right-handed batter, you just take a step back. Just take a step back because
Right, yeah.
so you
Yeah.
might as well swing at it.
Right, exactly. Jesus Christ. That's fucking crazy. All right, so we'll
If
we'll stop looking at
if
that
you're
for a
if you're
second.
gonna get rung up and you're gonna get your money's worth and put on a show, that look, nobody's gonna be mad at you. You could be like, look, listen, just go watch the tape. This was bullshit. Like I gotta stand up for my guys.
Dude,
Like, look, the Leo Mazzoni thing. I remember that was like one of the top 5 epic meltdowns of any coach in any professional
right.
baseball game ever. Because
Exactly.
literally Glavin, I mean, the three-headed monster. None of them
Right.
none of them are going to be consistently throwing balls, but it was a night to where literally Glavin was he was just painting and painting and painting. Like that curveball was catching the edge every time, and every
Right.
time. And I was it Barksdale? It was one of the notorious '90s awful umpires, but he just kept calling him a ball. And then Javi Lopez turned around and said something like, "Hey man, do we need to throw it higher? Where is that pitch? Where do you see that pitch?
Right.
That pitch is perfect, and they're never going to strike it." This and like Mazzoni came out at one point and said, "Look, this game's going to take 5 hours if you don't start calling strikes, because he's not going to change where he's throwing it. Like he's better than any pitcher on the other team's roster.
Right.
He's going to keep throwing his bread and butter curve, and
He's going to the Hall of Fame. Are you going to the Hall of Fame? Because he is.
so then I remember he throws another one on an 0-2. Like he throws it, he like 2 get me over fastballs and goes for the kill. But the batters at this point know he's not going
Right.
to call the curveball as a strike.
Exactly.
So he lets it go. It's a perfect fucking pitch. And then Glavin turns around and yells at Mark Lemke. He's like, "Can I get a goddamn strike?" And then, look, that was enough to where he got warned by Barksdale. Barksdale was like, "Hey, no chatter on the mound." He's like, "I'll say whatever the fuck I want. Just call the goddamn balls and strikes. That's all I need." And then he said, if that's a ball, that's a fucking ball. But guess what? I'm going to keep fucking throwing it. And then Barksdale warned me. He's like, "Don't say anything else." Like, I'll keep fucking talking as well. I'm not arguing with you. Just you stand back there and call the fucking balls and strikes, and I'll pitch, and then we'll go home later. And then he kicked him out of the game, and Mazzoni came
Jesus
out and
Christ.
melted down.
Yeah.
Like, all right, enough is enough. We're gonna if you're gonna kick him out of the game, you're gonna have to kick me too. And look, Uncle Bobby will be out here in a second.
Yeah, and I love that too. He's like having a flashback to like Vietnam or like Iwo Jima or something, and he's crawling up on the mound and takes the fucking rosin bag and throws like a nice 30-yard toss. I fucking love that.
But at the same time, you haven't had to deal with Bobby yet. So if Bobby's still in the dugout, just let Mazzoni run around and have a seizure if he wants to. Like, just don't get Bobby out because Bobby might hit you.
Yeah, Bobby will end the night real quick. You'll maybe go like if you're lucky, you'll last 2 rounds with Bobby because
Right.
he ain't fucking around.
He'll get a 2-game suspension.
Right.
Like, he doesn't give a fuck. He'll touch you.
Oh yeah. He'll.
Kicking dirt on the
Oh.
plate. And that's scratching the surface of old.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, it was funny is I always liked my baseball coach when I was growing up for doing this because he had this thing where he would go out as a joke to the umpire and pretend to be upset, and he would pretend he wouldn't say anything. He would like his face would be like, and he'd pretend to kick dirt, and most of the time, people, even like the parents, like knew he was playing around, and it was a good way to lighten the mood and build rapport with the umpire. But I'll never forget there was one time where I was a catcher for most of this when I was playing on his team. So I was, I'm right back where the fucking parents are. And one time I heard the parents of the opposing team and they were like, "Throw him out of the game. He's, fucking around. He's being belligerent or whatever." And I just turned around and I was like, we're 5 feet away from each other. Can you hear anything that he's saying? I didn't fucking think so. Right.
He would pull a snicker.
Right, exactly.
Listen, boys, I'm gonna go take care of this. And he's like, "Hey, Buck, how you doing today?" Like,
Yeah,
we're gonna
exactly. Yeah, he was like, "It was a good joke." Well, but he went no, but he like it was an obvious joke. Like we all knew, like he was doing it as a way to lighten. Like it wasn't. He would never go, "I'm going to the wall for you," and then pretend to have a fight. Like no, that's not what was going on. It was just a way for him to communicate with the umps. But
there's no Snickers way as to
yeah,
boys, I'll handle this. And he's like, "All right, now I'm gonna bob my head and point a bunch, but listen, man, I
right,
hope you have dinner reservations tonight.
right.
It's the best restaurant around here. I'll meet you at 10. All right. If don't let me hear it again. Okay, don't let me
Yeah.
hear it again. And then kick Dirt back to the fucking dugout.
You know, it's interesting. Snicker, as much as we're not, I think you've lightened up on him a little bit, and I don't know if I have. It'd be interesting to see if he wins another World Series, right? Does that? I mean, he's got to be in the conversation for a Hall of Fame manager at that point. I mean, how many World Series do you need to win? But my point is like, there's been so many times he's made so many ridiculous decisions. And granted, you know, we've never been in the hot seat. We're not professional baseball players, managers, whatever. But there's been so many times where he's made decisions that just baffle the common bystander who knows very little about baseball, let alone the professionals.
Management alone. Look. Besides today, when he had Nicky Lopez finish out in the ninth,
yeah.
Which I don't know. Nicky Lopez had himself a day. You know, he's the guy that we traded for at the deadline, like for an extra utility guy.
Right.
He came in, got 4 hits, including a fucking home run. I think he had like 6 RBI today. And then he was the closing pitcher. He switched from shortstop to pitcher.
Oh, that's badass.
And only gave up a hit, so no runs or anything. But,
hell yeah.
I mean, the big story and the reason why I was kind of late because I was still watching because they were saying Orlando Arcia was going to come out and close out the game. I was like, oh shit, let's fucking do it. But no, I'm talking about like so recently. I mean, our starting pitching has really, really, really been shoddy, at least for the last like rotation and a half, and it's just consistent. But he'll just
it's hard to blame him for that because going into the season he was supposed to have Fried and Soroka.
But he has Fried. Fuck Soroka. He's got Yanni Chirinos, so he'll do the same thing Soroka will. Give up a shit ton of runs. But you expect that. I'm talking more about like Strider. Like Strider is one of those guys that in inning number 2, look, inning number 1, like he's real streaky. In inning number 2, you can tell if he's got it.
Yeah.
If he has it, you can see it. If he doesn't have it, it's going to be a long fucking night, and you can see it because that fucking slider's dead. He's if he throws that change up more than 2 or 3 times, he's done. He's dead in the fucking water. Like, if I know that, why don't you know that?
Yeah, I agree. That's really I see what you're saying when it like comes down to you're not talking about roster, you're talking about actual bullpen moves in the game. And yeah, I mean perfect point is Game 7 of the division series against the Nats when they won the series, and we're fucking Fried gives up like 10 runs in the first inning, and we're just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what? Send fucking d'Arnaud to go pitch. Just get Fried off the fucking mound, like, and it wasn't.
Hang on. Which game were you talking about?
I'm talking about it was either Game 6 or Game 7 of the.
It was Game 6 of the ALDS.
Yeah. No, the NLDS, not the ALDS.
Okay, the NLDS.
I don't remember it that poorly.
It wasn't against the.
I said the Nats.
It wasn't against the Nationals. It
wasn't
against the Cardinals.
I thought it was. Was that the year they won the World Series?
It wasn't Max Fried. It was Mike Foltynewicz.
That Folty, yep. Okay, that's what it was.
It was Mike Foltynewicz. I'm going round 3. It's going to be a quick round 3, but it was Foltynewicz, and I remember I got off work almost in time to watch the game on the porch with my neighbor.
Right.
And I didn't record. I didn't anything because I was like, I can get home and it'll be like the second or third inning. I'll be fine. And then I get home and my neighbor's already on my porch with the game on, and the score was 9-0, and it was the first inning, and I was like, what in the absolute fuck is happening here?
Right.
Like, thanks, Nick. That's Snicker right there. He'll just let you fucking bleed.
And I don't get that. Like that's the situation. We're in the era of like in those games, like we'll have 13 people will pitch. Like you'll pitch half an inning. You can be and you'll get 3 strikeouts or 2 strikeouts, and they'll bring somebody in for the 3rd strikeout. Like that's just how it goes.
Like you're going for the jugular. I'm giving him shit because like he let Strider bleed out on Monday because like he was flat, and I also blame fucking Jeff Francoeur because in the 2nd inning he's like, I honestly think he's going 8 innings and I think he said 14 or 15 strikeouts. I was like, dude, don't fucking.
Announcer's curse.
Like, don't fucking do that. Fuck you, Frenchie.
No, I mean, at least he wasn't like he's gonna pitch a perfect game today.
God damn it.
Right, exactly.
You got your young flamethrower he's good to fucking get through 6. You call him for 8 and 14 strikeouts. Come on now.
Well, but not only that, but specifically to your point about Strider is, first of all, we're on the back half of the season. We're past the All-Star break. He's known for throwing balls in the upper 100s. He's one of the only people who's remained healthy all season in the fucking starting rotation. Let's just fucking keep it that way. Why are we leaving him to bleed out, like you're saying, on the mound for fucking 4 or 5 innings, 8-10 batters more than he should be? Like, what the fuck is the point of that? Like, get him the fuck out of there. It's not even a stats thing. Just get him out of there and let somebody else pitch.
So it's not a stats thing, and the problem I have with it is, so an old school fucking OG, triple OG guy like Snitker that's used to building guys up in the minor leagues.
Right.
He thinks it's good for their confidence. Let them work out of their problems. Let them work out of the fucking game. But at the same time,
and that works in triple A baseball. Right. That doesn't work at the fucking teepee with the big lights on, man.
Right. When you have fucking Rick Kranitz like by his side the whole time, like he ain't got it. He ain't got it.
Yeah.
And when he's had to go talk to him in the 3rd, and it's the 4th inning, bases loaded, he's already given up 2, and he has 0 outs. It's time to get Tonkin up in the pen. Like, get Tonkin and McHugh long throwing.
Right.
Because the next fucking time he fucks up, we're gonna go talk to him again. We're gonna have somebody fake a stroke, and then we're gonna get him out of there.
Right.
Guess what? A guy like him, like he is one of the most focused people ever, but he's also one of the most self-critical people of all time.
100%. 100%. So
it's eating him up inside. His slider's not working, and his fastball's dead at 97.
Right. He's figuring out ways to like he's gonna like flay himself like the people in Monty Python at the end of the night.
He's gonna fall on his goddamn shurikens.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot the word for it, but he's gonna commit that act where the Japanese have dishonored themselves.
The seppuku, yeah.
Yeah. So he's literally
Harry
on his katana.
Yeah, and fucking he'll put leeches all over his body and get the bad blood out. Yeah, exactly. Only good pitchers deserve a hot shower.
He's gonna fly a Spitfire into Pearl Harbor.
Yeah. Okay, first, there's 2 things wrong with that. Number 1, that was a British fighter, and the British did not attack Pearl Harbor, but that's fine. I'll give you a pass on that. The other thing is, it would make sense if if we were like having a mid-tier season or a shit season. Yeah, leave the pitcher out there, let him fuck, especially the young guy. Specifically in the case of Strider, but I mean this has happened with all types of pitchers all over the fucking spectrum. But like it would make sense. Let him, it doesn't matter. We're not going to the World Series, whatever. But this is like we are number 1, not only in the division, in the fucking league. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, we should have the fucking like at this point, like. Alex Andrade, like he needs to fucking call down into the bullpen and be like, "Yo," or like, "What the fuck is going on? Like, can you not? Like, can we do something, please?"
He needs to pull a fucking what's his name, Al Davis with the Raiders.
Yeah.
To start usurping Snicker's bullpen privileges.
Right.
I'm making the calls. I'll call the bullpen.
Right.
I'll let you know when to go out and take the pitcher out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's getting ridiculous because look, Strider, and to your point, which is a great point. I don't know if you remember last year, like going into the playoffs, we had burnt every fucking pitcher we had.
The fact, yeah, last year was crazy.
He wasn't in the playoffs because of arm fatigue.
Right.
And literally, they were letting him go as a fucking rookie.
Right.
In September, they were letting him go 110 plus pitches,
which is nuts.
And nobody was telling him because this year he's mitigated himself. He's done a way better job. Somebody
100%.
actually talked to him and said, "Hey, listen, 98 is just as good as 101 if your sliders on."
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he hits 100 from time to time now, but
Yeah.
last year, dude, that guy was
Yeah.
smoking.
Yeah.
That guy, he led the league in percentage of 100 plus mile an hour pitches at like
Yeah.
30%. Like he was smoking.
It was.
Somebody should have been like, "But you're only 20 years old." Like,
Don't let the boy hurt himself. It's
let's
mild hot in those Atlanta summers.
like Snicker and fucking Bananas did their best to fucking Steven Strasburg this motherfucker. Like,
Yes. Yeah. Jesus
let's
Christ.
just cook him out in the 90 degrees plus fucking heat, like throwing 100 miles an hour. Let's really fuck his career up.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh, you're telling me this guy's one of the.
last.
Yeah. You're telling me this guy's one of the best upcoming pitchers we have? Oh, let's send him to fucking Andersonville prison and just see how he does in the sun.
Walt Weiss is just standing there when he walks
Right.
into the dugout, and he's like, "That last slider was only 93, pussy." Like,
Yeah,
let's
exactly.
get some fucking heat on that shit, son.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. You call that a fucking fastball?
You're the fastest pitcher of all time. 200 strikeouts. Why isn't it 300? Pussy?
There's still some bullet trains in Japan that are going faster than you. I need to turn it the fuck up, son.
What the fuck are you doing? My grandma threw a fastball faster than that yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was about.
And then, but it's been a sequence. It's been like 10 days of the same shit. It's like, look, you're gonna go through a slump. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Of course.
when you have a well, we don't have the 2021 bullpen, but we have a pretty solid bullpen. And especially you got innings eaters out there like Tonkin and McHugh. Like they can come in the fourth inning. Look, it's not the worst thing that's ever happened. Not everybody is Justin Verlander throwing 8 innings every time he goes out. Like,
Right.
it's not the worst thing that's ever happened if you're having an off day to take your starting pitcher out and put up, a McHugh or a Tonkin to eat like 3 innings and preserve the win. But what's embarrassing is losing 4 out of 7 games when your fucking offense is putting up over 6 runs a game. That
Right.
should never happen, ever.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it just doesn't make sense. I don't know. There's so much about it that doesn't make sense. That's a minor thing. I mean, that's not a minor thing. That's definitely one of the bigger problems we have with him. The other problem we have with him is just the fact that he doesn't seem to like basically like when it comes down to arguing with the umps, like he's so soft-handed when it comes to these situations, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like you can walk softly and carry a big stick. The problem is that his stick is just it's got so much dust on it at this point. It's not even worth fucking brushing off to use for anything because he can't bring it when it needs to be brought. That being said, the fucking players love him. I mean, they talk about him like he's Jesus Christ himself. So, I mean, he's definitely got some things going for him.
Anything that they ask him for, he just says yes.
Yeah, right.
The most stern thing I've ever seen him do is actually bench Acuna in a game, like
Right,
4
because he
years
was acting like a
ago for
dumbass.
for trotting down to first base when he could have had
Right.
a triple or an inside the park home run,
Right.
and or getting thrown out at second on it or something. It was something stupid, but
Yeah.
he benched Acuna for being a child, which it does take some balls to bench a superstar.
But also at the time, Acuna was like 20 years old,
he
so
was only 20 years old.
him was a boy.
He was just a boy, Acuna.
Yeah, they put him and Strider in the hot box that day, just to fuck him over.
Strider was only 15 at the time.
Oh shit! Are you still there? My monitor just, dude. There is a fucking hurricane outside right
I
now.
just saw like lightning hit right outside your window.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
No, you could see it. Like
really?
yeah, you could see it. Like lightning hit something outside your window.
Oh, that's pretty badass. I'll have to go back and look at it because it sounded like my front door is right there, and it's literally sounded like it was coming down the hallway.
No, through that window, it struck something like a tree or a pole or something. Like I saw the lightning.
That's badass. Yeah, too bad we couldn't ride the lightning.
God damn it. How cool.
So anyway, we're coming to the end. which we barely talked about anything today. There was a lot of rambling, a lot of ranting. That's how we do it on the fucking. When we dick around all day long, we only get to, I think, 2 stories. That's just the way that it goes. So,
Bon Jovi.
we did it, which that's fucking hilarious. All right, well, let's just do the Bon Jovi story real quick because I don't even have to bring anything up for it because it's just fucking hilarious.
I do have to talk to you off air. We're gonna have to put a collection together because my boy got some stuff.
You talking about Jacob?
No, I'm talking about for the bachelor party.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so Chris Christie is a. Has he announced yet for the Republican nomination? I don't know. So he's announced he's running for a Republican candidacy for the presidential race here that's going to be happening in 2024. I just said that like I don't understand American politics, but you understand what I'm trying to say. So Zelensky, leader of Ukraine. However you feel about that situation, whatever. Chris Christie gifts him a fucking handwritten lyrics that from Bon Jovi's "It's My Life" as inspiration. This is straight from the New York Post. Like this shit is just like fucking stupid.
Brags about it.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, yeah, I gave him the song served as inspiration for a lot of citizens in Odessa as they were preparing for the invasion by the Russians. Christie told CNN State of the Union Sunday. Like, first of all, that's not the Bon Jovi song that everybody plays when they want to get down to Bon Jovi. It's "Living on a Prayer," which is
It's either "Living on a Prayer," but in that instance, like,
right.
"Living on a Prayer," it wouldn't be inspirational on like we're about to be invaded.
Right.
It would probably be because I'm a cowboy. I want to stay
Yeah, which is the only Bon Jovi song that's acceptable. So that song is always a fucking jam to get down to. I feel like "Living on a Prayer." I feel the same way about "Living on a Prayer" as I do whatever that fucking Journey song is, like "Small Town." What's it called again? Just a small town boy. Don't stop believing. Take it. Yeah, it's like they're these like anthem songs from that are good for karaoke and nothing else.
Life came out in like 2001. Like that's
Right.
Like 80s, early 90s Bon Jovi.
Well, somehow it really made its way. Bon Jovi must have played like 50,000 concerts in Odessa, because apparently that's what they went to. Yeah.
That's the only one available.
Well, I guess on the shitty like Eastern European like blacklist download sites, that's all they could get.
Maybe it came pre-installed in all the fucking A1 Abrams tapes that we in Germany. Like, it's just "Living on a Prayer," fucking, or not "Living on a Prayer," fucking "It's My Life" just on a loop.
Crazy.
Every time you start the quad diesel motors,
Right.
It starts blaring "It's My Life."
Right, exactly.
If I was in an A1 Abrams tank, I'm not gonna lie, I would rock "It's My Life."
What was there's this story from like the Iraq War where these British guys just show up in a fucking Challenger and they're blasting something like "I Get Knocked Down," like Danny Boy. And I get up again. Something like that. It wasn't that exact song, but it was something like that. And they're just like running around just murking fucking terrorists.
They're
Freedom fighters, sorry.
So fucking great.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Chris Christie's a
SAS shows up and plays Queen Bohemian
Yeah.
decapitating people.
yeah, or like the Aqua Barbie song. I'm a Barbie girl.
With a fold-out handsaw, just giving it to him.
Right. Yeah, just straight up. They're doing the Liam Neeson thing in Taken where they're hooking up the jumper cables to the balls.
Look, here's my thing. If I'm Ukraine and I'm in one of these remote towns that's getting ready to be, like, I guess have an incursion. I wouldn't even say invaded, but by a very, 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 very awful Russian infantry. And I know that I have A1 Abrams tanks and F-35 Lightning fighter jets and back-to-rev drones.
Right.
You can play whatever you want. I'm hype already. Let's fucking do this shit, bro.
Especially if it's been hand gifted to me by the Big Mac himself, Chris Christie. I just had to make that comment. That's the only comment I will make about him. But
Christopher Christie.
also like
About Chris.
so first of all politicians are scum, but this guy in particular, was, I think, actually, besides the fact that he had a really like uninspiring campaign run, I think when Romney was the nominee, I think that was the same year. I don't know if he did. I don't know about that, but I know that he was the governor of New Jersey. Obviously, that's his claim to fame, and
Like Christie knows best.
I think this Brinkley knows best.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's this guy. But anyway, the point being, during COVID, he closed all the beaches in New Jersey, and then got caught taking his family out to the beach when all the beaches were closed. Which, like, again, all politicians are scum. I could find a million articles from both parties. Just happens to be the guy that we're talking about today. What a piece of shit.
fully funded by lottery money.
Right, exactly. Just going out having a little fucking beach picnic with his family. Meanwhile, all the COVID shit is going on.
Like, photos of Chris Christie in a Speedo, worth it.
Yeah. Was he wearing a? That would have been fucking gold. I wish there had been pictures of him in a speedo.
Like with the gut hanging over, all you see is the evidence of like a couple what resemble grapes under nylon.
Grapes. Oh god, no, he didn't wear a speedo. But is this?
Damn.
I know. Hold on a
Is it
second.
sundress?
It's funny because I Google search Chris Christie in a speedo, and then there's this picture that's not him. From
But I mean, you can get the image in your head. It's hard to get it out.
oh yeah,
Chris Christie in a fucking Speedo. Look, if he comes out for his first fucking for his first primary debate in a Speedo, I'll vote for him.
shit, yeah. It's like, that takes balls. I see you don't have any, but that takes balls, buddy. So
It takes balls, but, yeah, you got enough lottery money. Let's buy you some balls.
yeah, exactly. You're taking money from the mafia and the fucking the organized crime and all the lottery and all the other bullshit that's going on.
Like,
Let's make this happen.
You don't have a tube sock you can put in that thing? a stuffed squirrel or something.
Right. Please, for the love of God, yeah. Go to what's that university up there again? Rutgers. Go to Rutgers and ask the guys how they do it, and then come back to me.
Right.
All right. Are you ready though? Because we got to enter a place of sacred space.
I was about to say we better end this quick because it looks like you might die. over the next
I'm about to die. I'm about to get. Holy shit! It's raining so hard. It's raining so fucking hard out there.
Look out the window.
Jesus Christ, dude. That's fucking wild.
You might want to get to the bathroom, the innermost windowless area you can.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I'm curious. I gotta look up for like a tornado watch. Meanwhile, out the window, there's a fucking like witch on a bike, and like the dog in the basket is going around.
I just see Zio flying out the window.
Yeah, exactly.
You might want to go check the CD.
Right. Oh god. So anyway, yeah, that's fucking insane. It's crazy too. Whatever. I'm not gonna get into it. So we're in the chop shop now. Andy got a chop for the registry. I think that's really it.
That's gonna stand.
Yeah, oh, 100%. Yeah.
That's gonna stand.
I'm not gonna defend her. My wife.
Does she know she's been chopped?
I've told her in the past. So she's up to 3 now. It's getting up there.
It's getting up. I mean, nowhere near Philbo numbers.
For somebody who's never been on the podcast, I think the max we've hit is 2 with people who haven't been on the podcast.
She was definitely on the podcast one time.
I think she made a brief cameo. I don't know if that really counts.
She didn't speak or
Right.
intend to be on it, but
She made an uncredited background appearance, kind of like Jason Statham in that music video.
Oh no, it was the main event.
Oh god. So
That's gonna stand. So I believe that brings the tally up to Philbo has been chopped 3,286 times
right.
successfully, and they've stood. And assorted others, I believe the tally comes to 4. And then Annie's at a solid 3, so tell her to get into the right coin.
Oh, I'll get her going.
And then I've been chopped successfully once because I allowed it. I didn't want you to feel bad.
It's gotta happen at some point. Oh, hey, look, we got a bot. We had a bot at some point reach out to us.
Hey, bot.
What's up, bitch? China no trustworthy. How about that, bot?
What's up, bitch?
You fucking bitch. All right.
Bitch.
All right.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, you can promote our channel. I got an investment opportunity for you. I need you to listen up real close.
You can promote these nuts. How about that?
Got him. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in for another successful episode. We are going to catch you next week when Josh will be here right next to me
Friday.
in the flesh. It'll be on a Friday at 5 p.m. Maybe like a 5:30. We'll just see how we'll feel it out.
We'll have cleaned up after fucking the hurricane rolls through.
Yeah, I don't know. We still might be. If the apartment doesn't flood, then yes, we'll be here.
Stay at the local Red Cross.
I'm actually a little surprised I haven't lost power yet. So let's hurry up and wrap it up before that happens.
We'll stay at the local YMCA. We'll do
Right.
a podcast from there.
Exactly. Yeah, I think podcast equipment is part of the FEMA emergency supply kits, so I think we'll be fine.
I'll bring my own. Nobody else is allowed to use it though.
Right. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We will catch you next week. And like again, off time because of the bachelor party, because your boys are getting fucked up. So we will see you.
Boys getting fucked up.
Fucked up. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.